Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 23 shows Boruto still going up against Jura and still dealing with the problems that he's facing after going against Kashin Koji's prescience visions. He knew that if he went out there, that Jura was going to kill him or very nearly get there, you know what I mean? But with a little intervention, telling Kawaki that his powers being taken away from him by Amado, he hasn't given him the full strength that the karma provides him, then everything changes. Now with this little change, with Boruto going against the visions, with Boruto going out there and saving Konohamaru, he has changed everything. And by changing everything, who knows what's going to happen when Boruto and Kashin Koji come back together to work out what happens next in the visions. Now, can Kashin Koji 100% trust Boruto to follow the plan? No. And can Boruto 100% Kashin Koji moving forward? No. So where do they stand? How does it exactly work moving forward? What's going to be the next step? Now, Boruto is going to prioritize his friends being in danger. You know what I'm saying? So, throughout the rest of the series or throughout the rest of the story, it could be very well that Boruto's just going to be out there fighting with Kawaki, with Sarada, with Mitsuki, with Konohamaru, with everybody that he cares about, With the shinobi team, he's going to be out there helping them out. Now, his priorities are going to be to protect them and make sure that they get out of there, no matter if he dies himself. So, and that's bad for Kashin Koji because they need Boruto for whatever's going to come later on. And from the way that Kashin Koji has kind of like expressed things or has kind of looked at Boruto about his feelings or his choices or his actions moving forward, it could be the case that Kashin Koji can't trust Kawaki because Kawaki's motives are also very clear. So how is it going to be when it moves forward? How is the story going to progress? How is Kashin Koji gonna... I think he's definitely going to lie and make up some stories, make up some visions, do something to push his side of things forward. You know what I'm saying? Just like he withheld that Yodo could die or couldn't die, right, in the fight, he's very well going to do the same thing over and over and over again. But there has to be some sort of a middle ground, some sort of a way for them to all to clearly work together, But after this, I doubt that they're going to be exactly smiling, being all buddy-buddy, like, you did it, Boruto, you saved him, And Boruto's not going to look at Kashin Koji like, you're so honest, Kashin Koji, I can believe you, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird to put it together or to see that, like, right now they're going on different paths. They're choosing different things. Kashin Koji is choosing to choose the betterment of the world, no matter the consequences or who gets caught in the crossfire, you know what I mean? Yodo got caught in the crossfire. He didn't actively try or tell Boruto that if he intervened or if there was a possibility that Yodo could still live and Sarada could activate her Mangekyo Sharingan, there was no outcome of that, you know what I mean? He didn't explain that. And so, moving forward, Boruto and Kashin Koji, they're going to have some problems, and it's really interesting to see that kind of internal conflict, but for the better, you know what I mean? It's not like it's going to be for the worse. Boruto's going to do whatever it takes to protect his friends, his family, and so when they get put into harm's way, Boruto has to rely on Kashin Koji's information to kind of understand, like, okay, if this is going to happen next, then I need to be on top of it. I need to get over there, or I need to pull back and stay back, So it's going to be up in the air, and I'm really interested to see what their conversation is after this, What are they going to say to each other, and how are they going to work together moving forward, So that's what I'm thinking about. Maybe in chapter 24, we see Boruto go back to Kashin Koji, or we see him... Obviously, I think he's going to work with everybody else first, handle the mission right there, and then go over to Kashin Koji, but you never know. I'm just curious what that conversation, what they're going to be talking about, It's interesting to think about, and how are they going to move forward, as a team, as the collective trio of them, of the singularity of time, or whatever they call it, you know what I'm saying? So we'll have to see, but until then, let me know what you guys think. Do you think Kashin Koji and Boruto are going to be like back together again, fighting for the greater good, or do you think it's going to be a little bit of a argument? It's going to be a little bit of a You're supposed to tell me exactly if anything happens, and Kashin Koji's maybe gonna hold back or whatnot. We'll have to see, but let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah,